And she had this inheritance, and he said something to her, I could tell by what she said, basically saying, you never do anything for yourself. It's always been about the kids, always been about everybody else. You need to do this for yourself, and he was glad she was doing it. Okay, now this is the precise story why I teach on this, to say we are not to judge the book by its cover. We are not to come up with our own preconceived ideas, because we don't know what we don't know. And how many times did I say on my Voxer messages, a woman won't do what she doesn't want to do. So don't worry that you're pushing her. You're just moving in to give her the information. She's only going to do what she wants to do. And if you don't let her do it with you, she is going to go do it with somebody else. And so let's just put that in our pocket, right? I don't want it in our bonds or Brand X's pocket. I want it in my pocket. Thank you very much, right? Yeah. Okay. If the average number of lipsticks women have is 8, hello, I want them to buy all 8 from me. Amen. Yeah. Okay. All right. Another story. This one just happened a few weeks ago. I'm having lunch with my old hairdresser. Never did sell her product as my hairdresser. But I loved her and enjoyed her, and we kept trying to get to lunch together for months just to get together. And I knew her both parents had died close together in the last few months. And so that had her heavy. She was heavy on my heart for that. So we go to lunch, and we go through the whole lunch hour talking about anything and everything but Mary Kay. And at the end of the lunch, just before she was leaving, something came up about her 13-year-old daughter, and she loves makeup, and she watches all the YouTube videos. And so I made some comment about that. And I said, well, do you watch them too? And I really wasn't thinking about me. I was not thinking about a sale on this. It was the furthest thing from my mind. And she said, she didn't watch it, but she says, but I need a makeover. And I casually said, because I'm not stupid, I casually said, well, we'll have to get together sometime. Honestly, that was going to be it for me, because the way I work, I'm not going to push it. I would have gone in later and talked to her and texted her and said something. And she goes, yeah. And she picks up her phone. She goes, let's see when we can do it. I'm like, huh. I said, okay. I'm watching her. And I said, are you looking at your calendar? And she said, yeah. I said, okay, when do you want to do it? And this is really catching me all by the surprise. She goes, this is on a Wednesday. She goes, Thursday. I said, Thursday next week? Yeah, I can do that. No, Thursday tomorrow. Okay. So she comes in the next day, and the snow is really big that day. And she still comes over, right? I'm expecting to cancel. Don't we get that? Yeah. She comes, she gets all done. I start going through the clothes like I'm supposed to. I barely finished cleaning everything. And I'm just sitting down with her next to me. And she reaches over and she goes, Shari, you don't need to finish that. I just want everything. Just like that. I said, okay. And of course, I tried things that aren't on the clothes sheet. And she took everything. She spent like $700, I think.
Wow.
Okay. Went home, and she says, I texted her and I said, did your daughter have fun looking through your goodie bag? Because we had talked about that. She goes, yes, and I'm going to want some more looks from you. I said, okay. She goes, I'll get around to that. I said, okay. And I said, and I texted her a bunch of memes, pictures that had been floating around the internet of this look and that look, right? I thought this might help you when you're trying to decide. Here's some combinations just to look at when you're ready. She texted me back the next morning and said, pick me 3 looks that you like. And then I also want da-da-da-da-da. She ended up spending $1,000. You guys.
An extra $1,000?
No, total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that fun?
Yes.
So the reason I tell you that is those customers are coming for you. They are. They are. And they're going to be when you least expect it. And it's going to be because you did the work, you know your job, and even when you blow it, they're going to be there like that one. Okay. And my guess is it was her inheritance that she decided she needed to do this for herself, because she did make the comment, Sam was her name. She made the comment to me, I have not been doing a thing for myself in so long, because she's been caregiving for her parents. Isn't that interesting? There comes a time when a woman is not doing for herself when she's ready to do for herself and take care of herself. And I was in the right place at the right time. Thank God. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. And I didn't let it go. And you don't, because if it wasn't me, it would have been somewhere else where she spent that money. Right? And then I had another one that was like that, like just a few days after that, who reached over and said, that's all right, you don't have to finish. I just want everything. Okay?
Do you feel like, because I've had that, kind of had that similar, I was like, I wanted to finish my presentation.
I know. Okay, now, before we do what we're going to do here, I'm going to tell you something. I talk about this master consultant, and I mastered my class. And when I was a consultant and becoming a director, one of the things I did, I used the flip chart. I don't now, but we had a flip chart then. I took the flip chart. I happened to listen to a set of cassette tapes of training by Debbie Moore and Kathy Halou, okay? On back to
They don't know who
basics.
these people are.
Okay, those are national sales directors, Debbie Moore and Kathy Halou. And I always say you go look them up and you read about them, okay? Kathy Halou is one of two who only two nationals, but as directors did 2 million, by the way. Anyway, listen to their training on back to basics, which was when we had the 5-step basic regimen, okay, before time-wise. They had so many things that they said that I loved, and I still use today in my class. So if there were things that you loved, the way I romanced something or the way I phrased something, probably a lot of them came from Debbie Moore and Kathy Halou. And so I took my flip chart and I listened to the cassette tapes, and I'd stop and I'd type, and then I'd listen, rewind, stop, listen, that kind of thing. It took me hours. By the time I got done doing that, do you think I knew what I wanted to say? Because how many times I backed up, re-listened to type it and everything. That's the kind of thing I did. And I would type my notes, and then I would tape certain things. I would look through that flip chart, and I would think, okay, this is where I want to say this. And I would tape that sentence. And this is where I want to say this. They were fun things to say, okay? Because there was not enough fun in the flip chart, okay? And I also learned where to say the positive statements of, would you agree? And how many times did I ask questions where I had everybody raise their hand? Do you remember that? A lot. So I made notations of where I want to remember to ask a positive question or the pass the satin game, which I've been doing for years, okay? That's how I mastered my class. When I got that all done, I got my flip chart all nice and neat and tidy. What do you think I wanted to do?
Hold a class.
Hold a class. And it inspired me, incented me to get classes booked so I could go put this to work. And then I would come back and I'd have to fine tune it because something didn't work or whatever. It was clumsy here or whatever, but that's what I did. And why not? The skincare class is the foundation of your business. It is the end all, the be all, the beginning, the end to everything you want in your business. It starts with the skincare class. And the facials are good. In fact, I kind of have had an aversion to facials. It's like, I can't stand them. Why? Because that is an inappropriate use of my time. What's an appropriate use of my time? A party. Multiple people. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll do them, and you need to do them. Sometimes you just have to do them. It's the stepping stone to build the relationship, to get them comfortable to book with you. And I will. But because of my mentality, it really kept me on track, on task, to turn them into classes or get them part of a group I was doing at my home. I am not one, this is where I'm a bad example for my unit. I don't bring guests to my unit meeting, very rarely. If I do, they are coming, and they don't come in for a facial. They come to sit in with the training and hear what we're all about and see the sisterhood and recruit. Okay? Because I've taken them that far. I've done my work in the field with them because I always felt like that was the best. That was going to make the best consultant when they did recruit. Because they saw how I work. And when they sign up, they know what they're signing up to do. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with bringing guests here. Don't stop bringing guests here.
No, don't do
I'm just
that.
saying that's how I worked. And I'm saying that to you because I want you to know there are benefits to it and it can pay off. And you can do both. I just didn't do good at doing both. See, I have room to be better because I wasn't a good example for my unit there. Because they're not great at bringing guests. I go back and I talk about you guys. Candace, they always have this many guests and blah, blah, blah. I wish we did. Because there's a time and place for here, there's a time and place for the in the field. Okay? So do you get how I mastered my class? And it made me confident that I love doing that. It's what I look forward to. It's what's the funnest for me of this business, yes.
So I understand everything that you're saying. You're good at words. I know what I like. And I don't really know how to always project that. Warm chattering is something I've been talking with Candace about. It's a little bit difficult for me. I'm saying hello, that's politeness, I know how to do that. But when you're trying to just talk about something that you like without sounding preachy or salesperson-y, I don't know how to kind of flip the switch with that. Like I'm excited about something because I'm excited, but people are thinking I'm pushy and I don't want to.
Did they tell you you were pushy?
They're like, that means you're pushy.
Okay. Well, that's their loss. Truly.
What do we say, Mary Kay? Wrinkle on.
I know that sounded flippant, and I'm kind of having some fun with you, but I want to tell you something. If you don't intend to be pushy, you're not going to be pushy, because that's not where your heart is. There are people that will receive it that way because they are the people that they are. Okay? My first encounter with Mary Kay was a friend of mine. I used Clinique. She said I didn't have any brows. She said the best brow pencil is Mary Kay's blonde. You need a blonde brow pencil. She gave me hers. It was. I never used a blonde brow pencil before. So I go to work. I saw a car in the parking lot. This is like 30 years ago, probably. I got in the business 23 years ago. I saw a car in the parking lot with a Mary Kay sticker. I sent my secretary down to find her in the building.
Wow.
And she got her number. Okay. I called her. I said, my name is Shari, and I want to order 8 brow pencils.
Oh.
And she asked me for my last name. I said, that's okay. Give me your address. I'll stop by and I'll pay you cash. And when I got there, she was very nice. Are you sure I can't put you on my mailing list? Can I have your last name? Can I have your phone number? No. No. I would not be sold. She would not be sold. I bought 8. So I would not have to be sold. I'm telling you, there are just some people like us. Okay. And you just let it be that way. Your heart is not to be pushy. You are not. It's them. She was not pushy. But at the time, I remember telling my husband, she wants my number, and I'm not giving it to her. Okay? It's where I was. So don't worry about it. You just can't. And we're going to talk about leads. That's why you don't want to miss the next 3 weeks. Okay? You don't ever want to miss. But don't miss me. Anyway. So
She's going to talk about leads a lot, but we're going to do that at the meeting. We decided we switched through it around a bit.
That's what we were going to do today. Okay, so where was I at? What was I talking about?
You love skincare classes.
Yeah, so I just, you've got to spend the time in it. You've got to be willing to take the time to master it and be good at it and make it your own. Oh, you were talking about the words. I know, you know what? I know I'm good at the words. But I did it. I got there by practicing. I got there by doing it over and over and over again. I wasn't always. So you have to do it to get there. You just have to. And in 25 years, I did not sound this way 20 years ago. You just have to do it. And not worry how you flub it up. Because then you just get back out there and you do it again. Okay? So my very first skincare class with 8 nurses, I took my consultant with me, who was my first consultant, and my first car driver and first director, right? Maybe it was my second or third class, right? 8 nurses. Did everything by the books. Showed up, and can I tell you, there were 2 women there with dark skin. I said, Dorinda, you take these, and I'll take and put the foundation on these. I was scared to death by that. What if I pick the wrong color? I was intimidated by that. I hope it doesn't offend you that I tell you this story. Because I said, Dorinda, you can take care of so-and-so, so-and-so, and I'll take care of the other 4. Right? I thought I was being really nice. And now, no. It doesn't. But because of that experience, I can help others who are afraid of color or any foundation color. For whatever reason, I felt pretty good about the other foundations. I just didn't know what to do there. And anybody ever experienced anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you just gotta move forward, yes.
Same situation, the same lady. A lot of the ladies I speak to, they're darker skinned women, and some of them were telling me they were concerned. They said, "Is Mary Kay for Black women?"
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's a lot of concern about that because I haven't seen many dark skinned models for Mary Kay personally, and most of my clients haven't either. And so when I'm coming to them and telling them about Mary Kay, they're like, "Is it for Black people?"
Mhm. They do.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
And our number
every
one
single-
national is African American.
And when
So,
I showed
yeah.
them that, I showed them the picture,
Yeah.
I pulled it up, and they said, "Whoa."
Yeah.
And it's nuts.
So I promise they have lots of stuff. Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you that we just come a long way with all that, and it's not a problem. And every lookbook has a diversity in age, skin tones, everything in every lookbook. Okay, which is another piece of my training to tell you don't ever be afraid of color, because the company, and I'll talk about this more in detail later, but the company gives us a roadmap. So, and I'll show you how you use that roadmap and how you see it as a roadmap. Okay, so we're going to master. One of the things I really want to focus on in my weeks here is that we are good at the close. The two important parts, there's 3 parts to your class. What are they? Yep.
The open,
Mm-hmm.
the body of the class, and the close.
Yep. Just like anything, writing, right? And the 2 most important parts of your class is your open and your close. And like in our unit meeting, we're going to take the next several weeks on the open because we have been spending several weeks on the close. We're going to spend a lot of time on the close, okay? Because you are a happier consultant if you lead with sales, am I right?
Mhm.
And or a recruit, okay? I will tell you from what I learned in Mary Kay, from my national and coming up in Mary Kay, when I talk to my consultants who are new and they're telling me about their first classes, my question is not first, how much did you sell? They're already thinking about that. They've already figured that out, right? You probably have. My first question is, did you sell any skincare regimens? You want to walk away from a class with a skincare customer, because now you have a skincare customer for life. You walk away with sales to customers of anything but skincare, you don't have a customer for life. Make sense? They wash color down the sink. Skincare, they wash down the sink, but there's a residual, and that's how their skin feels. And they wake up in the morning, they love the way their skin feels, and who else do they love for that? You. Okay, so that's the most important thing. So I'm asking, how many people were there, or how many did you sell skincare to? There better be at least 1. That's my goal. That's my goal. Walk away with 1. What's my next goal? Walk away with a booking. At least 1. What's my next goal? Walk away with at least 1 interview for the opportunity. And then what do I want to know? What were your sales? Because even if I go to that party and I don't have any sales, but I got a booking, I'm still in business. I'm still in business. Okay? Bookings on your books means you're still in business. So the open is important because you're going to get to know that person, even with a short thing that says, which I couldn't do here last week, but I go around the table and say, tell me something about yourself. And I'm going to put that up here. And that's that little piece that they tell me, you're going to learn what to do with that piece of information to help you in your one-on-one close. This is your table close. The one-on-one close is now, what do you want? And after what do you want is going to be talking about the opportunity, okay? And we're going to spend, and another time, whatever, we can spend a lot of time on that. We're going to, at our unit meeting, spending a lot of time on the open. So now the close. You guys heard me in so many boxes really cover a lot of things on how to do this. I covered how to do it from here to here, here to here, and why. Do y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, start at the top, work to the bottom. They got to have somewhere to go, okay? I did the same explanation with why I start with time-wise 3D as opposed to time-wise repair, right? Right. Okay. So And then last week you watched me do it. So I am going to go ahead and do one close right here in front of you. And then one of you is going to come up here and do a close. Now, who has closed with this before? Raise your hand high. Okay.
I'll use this one.
Well, then I think I'm going to have you come up. Okay, when I get done. Okay? Because then after her, we're going to have one more person. Okay? Okay. Now I got to try to get myself in the mode here, in the place, in the
Zone.
in the zone. Yeah.
You can do it.
So I'm going to tell you when I'm at home, I have this beautiful cake plate. I think it's a Swarovski crystal one, actually.
Wow.
So it's this crystal cake plate with the short little stubby pedestal on it, okay? Sits in the middle, and I set my time-wise product, right? And my charcoal mask. And, the products that are on the close sheet, actually. That's where I set it. And then I just pull from there to demonstrate with them. By the end of the party, it might be sitting wherever, okay? But I kind of got it in front of me, or I set it back up on that pedestal just to spotlight it in a pretty way. I don't take that with me to on site. And when I go on site, I just have my tray right here, and I start, and I just pull out the pieces that I'm going to use, and I line them up here. And then I do my Vanna thing, okay? Okay, and I did forget a roll up. You guys keep a roll up around here? Oh, okay, great.
Hey, good job, Roberta.
Abby, how about you do my Vanna with the roll up? You okay with that? Okay, all right. So, and I'll probably interject with the training here, okay? So I'm gonna get to this part, and remember how I said everybody look at yourself, wait, don't I look cute? Okay? I think that's important. Do what you want, but I think that's important. Starts to loosen them up, right? I mean, you were probably having a good time anyway, and they were all being vultures with the pass the satin game, but still, keep it fun, keep it light. And then I take a deep breath, and I'm going to say to them, okay, y'all, this is where I get to do my favorite part. I'm so excited. This is my favorite part. You've got to have something in your voice, inflection, excitement, jump up and down. I got this from Cindy Williams, National Sales Director. She jumps up and down. This is my favorite part. This is where we can tell you how you can have it all. People need to notice. They will pay attention to you when you change your voice. Okay? This is my favorite part. I get to tell you how you can have it all. And I'm going to hand it out. I'm going to say to them, now, before you leave, and when we sit over there for our one-on-one consultation, then, and remind me to talk about one-on-one consultation. When we sit over there for our one-on-one consultation, I want you to bring this back to me and have it filled out, because this is where you get to grade me, and you get to be really honest and tell me how I did. Okay? But for now, let's take a look inside, and let's take a look at the packages that are available to you. Because what I've learned is, how many of you like free? Yes, women like free. So I have found over the years what is most often purchased in sets, and so I have put them together in collections and packages, or in collections that give you free. And so this is the way to buy to get free. Now you can purchase anything you want, any combination of things that you want. But to get the free, these are the combinations and the packages, the collections that you'll want to pick from. Now, before we go through each one, I want everybody to put their paper down and take a deep breath and touch your face. Close your eyes, touch your face. Are you loving how soft your face feels? Okay. Close your eyes. Everybody, close your eyes. And don't you want to wake up every morning with your face feeling this soft? Okay. All right. So, if you do half face with anything, you only do half face with one thing. Okay? And it should either be satin in a jar or the charcoal mask. And I would recommend satin in a jar. I never remember to do that, but I'm just telling you. Because if you do, then that's what I'm going to say. Do you notice a difference from the left side to the right side? And when I say that, I'm going to say to them, now it's okay if you don't. Not everybody does. But if you do, let me know. You notice the difference. What is it that you notice? And you're going to have some who are going to say, no, I don't know anything. No. And I say, that's okay. So see how I address that objection up front? And then somebody's gonna say, well, yeah, I do. It feels whatever. I can't tell you how many times the one who noticed nothing says, well, it does. This is why you do these things. The power of suggestion is the power of the influence that we have on each other with it, okay? Now, after you've gotten the response from that, then you're like, okay, moving right along. That's all I want, that's all you do, right? I'm just kind of storing that information here. But what did I also do? I planted the seed. They noticed the difference. Some of them are saying they noticed the difference. I just planted the seed for why is there a difference? Satin and jar. They know what they did on Half Face. Because then when I get done with these, what's the one collection that does not come with satin in a jar? Got to go. And when they want satin in a jar because they notice the difference, where does that mean they have to go? Either princess or queen of everything. I led them to the water. Okay? If they really don't want to drink the water, they won't take it. Okay. All right. The first collection I'm going to tell you about is our queen of everything. And our queen of everything is everything listed here in color and everything listed in the Princess of Quite a Lot. So you're going to get your basic regimen for younger, healthier, more beautiful skin with your 3-in-1 cleanser, your Time-Wise 3D Day and Night Cream, your foundation primer, foundation brush, and it will also include the oil-free, I'm totally discombobulated right now, the oil-free eye makeup remover, the Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. It will also include your satin lips and your, see, I didn't put everything out here like I should, your charcoal mask and your satin in a jar, and I'm going to hold it up, your luxurious cream of your choice, satin in a jar. And it will also include Indulge Soothing Eye Gel. Now this collection will also have all the color with it to complete a look. Today we tried the Dash Out the Door look, but you will have a complete look, and then I'll have the compact that fills this compact. And that includes mascara, a lip liner, an eyeliner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss, or one of them if you prefer. And this collection also includes the free gifts shown here. So it's a $526 collection for $399. That's $126 in free gifts. And your free gift is satin hands, full-size set of satin hands pampering collection. And it will include the travel size, the Glamour Brush collection, and Miss Vanna is showing that. And it will include the roll-up. And I almost always will play, ooh, I want that. This is usually the most coveted thing in these sets, okay? It's the only time, by the way, the only time, only place, only anywhere that I will allow my customers to ever get this for free is when they buy one of these. I never do a sale on this or anything. It's on here, okay? So the roll-up, and you can fill it full with your skincare. So I'm giving you the visual with your skincare, your supplements, your color, and your body care. And then you can roll it up, put it under the seat of your Space Challenge, or drop it in the suitcase, hang it on the hood in the hotel. Your Space Challenge. Okay? This is our Queen of Everything. Our next collection set is our Princess of Quite a Lot. Now, the difference between Princess of Quite a Lot and the Queen of Everything is that Princess of Quite a Lot will not have the color. Now, you can purchase the color separately if you want to, pieces of it. You can earn the color for free at your follow-up facial. This is where I'm winding down the game. Okay? And but the Princess of Quite a Lot collection does have your basic regimen for younger, healthier, more beautiful skin. It will have your cleanser, your day-night cream, your foundation primer, your foundation and foundation brush. It will also include your oil-free eye makeup, your eye cream, your Indulge Soothing Eye Gel, and the satin lips, and the luxurious satin in a jar and charcoal mask. And this collection, ladies, $358 for only $287. That's $71 in free gifts. And your free gifts will be satin hands, full size set, and the roll-up. And it's always important that you do the dramatics of opening it up. Okay? All right. Now, our next collection is our Goddess on the Go. Now, the difference between Goddess on the Go and the Princess Quite a Lot is Goddess on the Go will not have the charcoal mask or salmon in a jar. But it does have our basic regimen for younger, healthier, more beautiful skin. Your cleanser, your 3-in-1 cleanser, your day and night cream, your eye cream, your foundation primer, foundation brush, your adult soothing eye gel, satin lips, oil-free eye makeup remover. And ladies, this collection is $266 for only $231. The free gifts are $35 for the roll-up.
Ooh,
Fun. And you can build on it. Now, ladies, we do have 2 other collections available to you. They do not have free, but they are available to you, and that is your Miracle Set 3D, which is going to be 3D Plus, which is going to be your cleanser, day-night cream, and your eye cream, and your foundation primer, your foundation brush, and your foundation, okay? Or you can do the basic Miracle Set, which is going to be your cleanser, your day and night cream, and a foundation and foundation brush, okay? So that's for the person that just really needs to scale back and get the basics, which doesn't have to be the eye cream. It could be just their cleanser and the moisturizer. That's how I don't say that. I'm just telling you that. That's why it was designed that way. They could get a Miracle Set for less than this and have the eye cream, but they wouldn't have a foundation. And most people, what I find is that they have a choice. They're going to go home with a foundation and get the eye cream later. So they can do that with that collection. So just so you understand the logic why we made that set the way we did, okay? So you see, I just talked about those very incidentally, okay? And they don't come with free. So then I close it up, and I say, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit right over there, and I'll take each one of you one at a time and help you with whatever questions you have, or if you should decide you want to purchase something. And is there anybody who needs to go first? Okay. And then I'm going to send somebody, whoever is assisting me, or the hostess, I'll get a plastic trash bag, and I'll say everything that you don't want, put on top of your tray, and we'll pick it up from you. And I leave everything else. I might kind of just straighten this up, but I don't put it all in here. Just leave it lined up out here, and I leave it there. If I have a consultant observing me, I make sure she knows, don't feel like you need to help and pick up. You don't. You follow me. Because what she needs to learn is what I'm about to do in closing. Okay? So I just leave this here, and I move over to where I'm going to sit to do the one-on-one close. Okay? And then at that point, before I do, I'll usually go around and say, depending on my time, but usually the time works, I'll say, okay, I want you to tell me 2 things. What did you learn today that you didn't know? And what was your favorite product? And I go around the table and I ask that. Oh, and the other thing I do, this I actually do first. If I don't have time for the what did you learn today, we'll always do this. I will say, okay, it's compliment time. And then I'll have everybody give a compliment to each other. So they take turns. Everybody gets one turn at complimenting somebody and gets a compliment from somebody. So I'm going to say, Dina, tell me what you like best about Kanisha's look. And Kanisha, tell me what you like best about Dina's look. Okay? That's what I'm going to go through and do. And I'll tell you what, that takes care of your selling right there. Because when you have the customer sitting there that says, I don't like foundation, and I say, not a problem, but you're going to humor me today and we're going to try it. You can tell me what you think. And I say that.
Okay.
I say that.
Okay.
Sometimes
Confidence.
a little different way, but I say that. Or I'll say, are you okay with humoring me today? Because you'll really help me out if you will just try and give me your opinion. But I've said it all kinds of ways. Okay? Only once in all my years did I have someone say no. Okay? So they take care of the selling because usually that person who didn't like foundation and says, oh, I don't wear lipstick, that is the thing that everybody's saying, oh, I love your foundation. I love the way it makes your skin look. I love that lipstick. That's why you can honestly tell people who are thinking about doing this, but say they're not a seller, you don't have to sell. The product sells itself. Okay?
Yes, question.
Yes.
Actually, do you have 3 more?
3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shari, when you're doing the queen of everything, and you get someone that says, you don't need to go any further, I want queen of everything. So do you bring out the lookbook for the colors for them to choose? How do you do that?
You know what?
I asked her that too,
Yeah, it blows me away how that happens. I don't even have to have my color with me. We look at the lookbook and I'll say, well, what is it you're looking for? Just pick me out some tans or some taupes or some neutrals or whatever. Or they'll look at the lookbook and pick out something. They're just that easy about it. Yeah.
Did the formula recently change from a 3-ingredient formula to a 4?
It's a
4 in 1.
Honestly, I still call it 3-in-1.
Yeah.
Because
It just,
really,
the 4-in-1
really
cleanser
is
Change?
in May.
yeah.
So it was
a year
it was a
ago.
3-in-1, now it's a 4-in-1.
I just joined in at the end
Yeah.
of January.
Yeah.
You know what the fourth one is?
Brightening.
Brightening. And it is a step, but it's not the I don't have a problem with what I'm saying. If anybody questions me, I'll explain it to them. But the brightening is how do I want to say it? There is brightening superpowers in there. We know that. But it's not a skincare step.
Of the
It's in a
Yes, thank you. It's not part of the 5 important steps for younger, healthy, more beautiful skin. It's part of the result. That's what it is. Okay. So I personally, I thought about that, like, Shari, you got to fix that. And I just told myself, I'm not worried about it. You know, this is an old dog. I'm not
It's inconsequential.
kind of for me. Okay. But I don't mean
But
to
you're
confuse
new,
you
like,
guys.
you know,
Yeah.
don't let it
You
confuse
can
you.
call it 4-in-1.
Okay.
But if you're going to use what I use, which is, remember back in the beginning, throughout the class, I said there are 5 important steps. This is why I say the open is so important. You're setting up for what's going to happen here. Okay? 5 important steps for younger, healthy, more beautiful skin. And I go through them, and you notice I didn't just say them. I said the first step of the 5 important steps. The second step of the 5 important steps. The third. Did you hear how repetitive I was? Okay.
Can you please repeat that? I was heating up washcloths.
The 5 important
Thank
steps
you.
for younger, healthier, more beautiful skin. The cleansing step, the exfoliating step, the freshening step, and I expanded on each of them. The hydrating step, and then the protector, which is our foundation, which is designed to be a protector as well as a foundation that gives you nice, even coloring. Thank you. Okay.
Can you share just a question?
Yeah. Oh,
Right
yes.
now, I just want to ask something real quick.
So I have a client who doesn't want skincare because she has her own regimen going. And I said, okay, that's fine. I just want what's best for you. But she wants all of the makeup. Is there one of these where we can substitute just all the makeup that she wants and she can still get one of these?
Okay, let's talk about that. There is not a close sheet for, well, the company sells some color placements,
Company
I
does
think,
have one.
for second appointments. You could look at that. But honestly, when I've been asked about a color close sheet or a second appointment that focuses on color, I don't make it. If they want to shop randomly for that, that's fine. I get it that I could guide them for more sales there just as much as I can on the skincare, but I don't. And you know why? Because it's not coming from the company. That means I have to create it. And I'm not going to put the time there. Because they will guide themselves and buy a lot of color because that's just what women do. They really will. And I feel like, and I know this is just me, I'm good enough that I know how to say, well, you know what? If you're getting the compact, you're going to want this. Or if you're getting the compact and put those 2 colors in, I want you to know you can fit 3 colors in a cheek color, and you can fit this. I'll be suggestive. That's what you want to learn to be, is suggestive. It can happen. So I'm not worried about having a close sheet. It's like one more thing. It's great to have the tools, but some tools, it's like, you know what, you guys, it doesn't matter. Your importance is right here. This one.
Skincare.
Yeah. I'm not going to, okay, so this is going to sound like I'm being harsh. I don't mean it to be. It's my passion. Okay. I am not going to sit there with a customer who's telling me I don't need skincare, I just want color, and say to myself, oh, I need to have close sheets for color, or pull it out. I'm just not going to do it. It's not, I mean, she'll take care of herself in sales, and I'll be able to take care of her in sales. And I'm going to take care of her. Don't get me wrong, because I take care of all my customers, whether they're on skincare or not. But my focus and my emphasis is to bring it home to skincare. And I know I'm going to do a great job of selling her on color, but I don't need to go to all this other stuff. Because this is where I'm going to put my energy. This is where I'm going to put my effort. I'm gonna say, here's a lookbook. And she's gonna see that lookbook, and that's another reason I won't create it. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. We have a beautiful catalog. So I don't need to make a close sheet. We don't have a great close sheet. So I had to go to the trouble, I don't mean trouble. I had to go to the time and effort to make a close sheet. But I don't need to do that for color. It's all in the lookbook. And say, here's a lookbook. And I will help her and I will guide her. And I will be suggestive and everything. But I'm not going to do it in creating a tool that I don't need my energy into. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say?
Well, what I was meaning was, I guess it's in the lookbook, is there like a bundle
No.
being sold with?
And that's probably why I didn't say, well, I'm not worried about that because they'll create their bundle.
Yeah.
I really believe they create their bundle when it comes to color.
Okay, I have a couple questions.
Yes.
First of all, I don't know how many of you in the room use this brush, this foundation brush that's on like every single one of her sets.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, they have like 3 or 4 people in the room using it. And so it is on like all of these sets. Can you tell them, and I know at your point when you don't demo them, how do we sell these? And so that's my first question. How do you get them super excited about this, that everyone needs one? You know, help them understand why everyone needs one. Second of all, so you said they need to fill this out, but then you like walk over there and take somebody with you. So when do they fill this out? The people that
Probably
aren't
while
sitting
they're
with
sitting
you?
here, yeah.
Oh, they aren't sitting with you?
And the
Okay.
one that comes over, so far, they've always had it filled out by the time they come over there.
Okay, cool. And
They're usually
then
filling it out while they're listening.
the other really big point that I want to make sure you guys heard is she does not give them a catalog. No catalogs are anywhere. Put your catalogs away until after they see them.
Until they
Right?
ask for color.
Until they ask for color.
Yeah.
But
And then, I'm
Can you
really
tell them
careful
why?
about how I'm just kind of discreet about letting her see it and so nobody else sees it.
yeah. So
Because
tell
they'll
me
get
about that.
sidetracked. They get sidetracked in it because it is one of the most beautiful catalogs out there. That is their surprise. That's what they get in their order. When I bag their order and deliver it to them, they get a lookbook. I don't even use beauty books, you guys.
Yeah.
If somebody says to me, you can just tell too. They're that personality like me that will not be sold. And I can tell the way they ask me for, do you have a catalog or something? They just want to see prices. I hand them the beauty book. I am not going to give them a lookbook because they can find the prices in the beauty book. That's a pain in the butt, but you're the one that's not going to buy a collection. Inside, I create this little attitude. But that's the way. But that's, you know what? This is part of what creates my success.
But
Because
she
I
believes
believe
in
and
it.
think abundantly. I just rarely have that happen.
I've always been told when you give them a catalog, your sales go down.
Yes.
Just to touch on that, and I mean, it all ended up probably it was my mother. And she's very like, she's on a budget, but I demoed the repair set for her. I did it for her and my grandmother, and they're both ladies. So, and then I used the sheet that comes with the kit for the skincare, and she turned it over and was looking. She's like, "You didn't tell me about this botanicals. It's only $54." And I was like, "She's my mother, so I was very blunt. I was like, that's not anti-aging. That's not going to do your lifting. That's not going to get rid of anything. That's not going to do anything you want. So let me just tell you, this is the one you want." I mean, I was very blunt, but that's why I love this, and it makes so much sense. I mean, I saw this before you came, but it makes so much sense in the stuff you didn't include in it, and what's in it, because then it pushes them to do the skincare and not go, what's my cheaper option? Which is great, because that's my mother.
Right.
And as soon as she saw that, gosh, really botanical.
Yeah, I think the company closed. Don't they have a lot of different sets on there?
Every set. Is
Okay, and so my thinking is this. And I know everybody does different things. I think sometimes people will say, okay, when you buy 2 or 3 collections, you get the 4th one half price, and then you get the 5th one, whatever you do, right? To make it a deal, right? Everybody's doing some different things. But my belief is when they have all those options in front of them, they very easily could pick several collections or a few collections, none of which have skincare.
Right? Yep.
Now they've got home with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mary Kay, but it's stuff. Anybody that goes home with $300 of color, and the customer over here that buys a 110 Miracle Set only, I am much happier with this 110 sale than I am with that $300 sale.
Yep.
Much happier. I'm sad for that. because that's the one washing it down the sink at night. She has no loyalty to color. Women do not have loyalty to color. They don't. So it's in the skincare, ladies. And this is where you want to be passionate. Okay? Okay, any other questions? Oh, the brush. When the other brushes were easier to clean, because these are not, I did give everybody a brush at most of my appointments. Now I just do my hostess. Okay? Now, sometimes I'm with a group where it just feels like the thing to do, and I'll give everybody a brush and I'll tell them that's your gift for coming. Okay? Because I don't want to deal with cleaning. Okay, that's my thinking. But mostly now, I'm just giving to the hostess. And so when I'm doing my open and I'm talking about what's going on and that she's getting free today, I never say how much. Just say she's getting free. And how many of you like when you set up the game for follow-up facial and you're saying, or you can enjoy it with a few friends and get free, you never say how much until you're sitting over there on the one-on-one and until your close, your sale is done. Then you book your party and say, okay, here's what you're going to get. Or if you're needing the condenser, you're going to get whatever you're giving away in the hostess plan, okay? So I may have said, okay, she's getting free today. But then when I get to the foundation part, I'm going to say, now we're going to try our foundation. And our hostess, because she is our beautiful hostess, thank you again for opening up your home, she gets to use a foundation brush. She gets her very own foundation brush. And can I just tell y'all, you want a foundation brush. So you want to be a hostess, so you get your own foundation brush. Okay? And I romance it that way.
I would just like to point out that you also are very repetitive about, like,
So
going
much.
around. Yeah. And I feel like when you're repetitive, it'll stick better.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And by the way, the reason they're going to go with the foundation brush is because they're probably going to buy a collection. And they kind of have no choice.
Yeah.
And when we sit down and they want to start altering, well, I don't really care about this because they want to save money. Okay? I want to talk to you about what you're going to do there. It's never the foundation brush that they want to substitute. It's other things, but never the foundation brush. Okay?
And what do you do about substitutes?
Substitutes. Well, I never substitute a charcoal mask or a satin in a jar into a goddess on the go. That defeats the two sets and what you're doing to lead them to here, right? But I will substitute. So if somebody says on a goddess on the go, well, I don't need that because I already have that. Or I mean, all kinds of things can happen. Or I know I'll never use it. And I just didn't like that oil for my makeup remover. Okay, that's $30.
I know.
I know, it's happened. So I'm going to say not a problem. And probably I've heard them say something, and I'm going to know something that they like. And I might say, well, you might really appreciate having or whatever the translucent powder. By the way, I didn't do it here, or I think I did.
No, you didn't.
But I always mention this translucent at the very
You
end.
mentioned it.
Huh?
You did mention
Oh,
it.
I did mention it? I always like to put out and say, now, this is what you get to try to follow facial. But I want you to know that this is like the bomb. And our makeup artists teach us, never leave home without loose powder or translucent. Yeah, okay.
She did.
So a lot of times that's something that ends up being an upsell because I talked about it. People saying to me, I think I really want to add that. Or it might be something I say they can trade for when they're doing substitutions and what have you. Okay?
So what would you say if someone said, well, I want to put the satin in a jar in there for that? Well, how do you
I would say, you know what? I can trade anything but the satin in the jar. If you want to get the satin in the jar, we would want to go. I try not to use the word have to or need. Even though I'm bad at using those words when I shouldn't, on those times I'm good at it.
Huh.
You would want to pick the Princess of quite a lot.
Okay.
And why not? You're getting all this, and this.
Did you all hear that? And why not? That is good. Y'all need to write that down. That's what makes her good is because she
Let's
suggests
remember
it.
that one, Abby.
And why not?
And why not? Yeah.
I've heard her say that in her life as well. Why not, Candace? I don't know. There's-
Now, the other thing, sometimes it's suggestive when you're trying to do some substituting. I might say something like, well, I don't know about you, but you had mentioned that you like the bar, so you can get the bar instead of the cleanser. Would you like to have the bar at one place and the cleanser at another?
Ooh.
And I will usually ask that question to everybody who says, oh, I like the bar. Because I didn't do this, I don't think that day,
No.
but I usually remember to say, by the way, on the cleanser, you do have the option of the bar. And the bar is generally going to be more drying, but anybody could use it. You can adjust your hydration to match if you are just the person that needs to use the bar. Because some people have a head thing and they want to use the bar.
Mhm.
Will we run into that? Okay. So depending on what you've heard during the class will help you guide them how to substitute. And it might be a substitution for a lip gloss or a mascara. I need a mascara. And I'll just say, hey, I can do that. We can switch out your fountain lips for a mascara or something. And then if it's a little less, I deduct the difference because satin lips is 22, mascara is 15, then I'll deduct $7 from the package. But I don't, if it's that, I would deduct $7 from the package. But that doesn't happen very often, number one. And number two, I'm not into deducting. I'm into substituting. Okay? Again,
And upselling.
take control. Yes, absolutely. We could do
So
that.
I want to know,
We
like,
could
how'd you
trade for
get that girl
whatever.
to buy $700? How did you go from that to $700?
well, She, you should see that.
That's what I want to know.
She did, she added more to her color.
Did
She
you
had
suggest
several
that or
colors.
did she?
No, she did. I had the palette of colors out. So she's like, oh, but I like this, but I like this. And did a couple cheap colors. And she did all the masks. So only charcoal mask was in the set. She did the facial peel. Oh. See, this is what everybody should hear. So here she is buying all this stuff. And at one point she goes, well, I said, and do you want this? Well, let me see where I'm at. And I'm thinking to myself, you really care?
Yeah, why does it matter at this point? Yeah.
So, and it was the brush, the skin invigorating brush, and the facial peel that she's like, let me see where I'm at. So we added everything up, but you guys, when they ask me where am I at, I always give them a total with those other things in. Always.
Write that down. That's
So,
important.
her total included those two things. I said, you are at whatever it was, $768. Okay?
Did you say that, including
No,
those?
I
Or you just,
let me finish.
oh, okay.
I say, you're at $768. Now it's really fun because I can usually see where they're like, okay. And I say, and that includes. And she goes, oh, okay, we're good.
That's good.
But honestly, guys, if I had said 600 or whatever, she probably would have thought,
Stop there.
Okay,
stop
we're
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's good.
Almost always it's like, oh, that's not as bad as I thought. Or, oh, stop there, but I'm covered.
Yeah, yeah.
Ka-ching. Okay, don't be offended by that, you guys. I care about the other stuff, but I like the ka-ching. I care
Yeah.
about that.
I think we all do.
But anyway, it's fun. It's like an affirmation too.
Yeah.
So,
Because I was going to ask that too. You talked about the moisture gel renewing mask and facial peel, but it's not on here. So
No.
So that's an
Right.
up point.
yeah, and she did the biomask.
Ah.
Because that one I talked to her about too.
Yeah.
And I just I really romanced that. Oh my gosh, when you do that, there's going to be all these juices in the pack. Slather them on. And she's like, wow. And I talk about how you
Juicy.
can enjoy, you can enjoy this with your daughter. She's going to love doing a biomask with you, although it's $17 per treatment. But I would do it with your daughter. We just have some fun with
You have to have fun. Take pictures.
How would you go about romanticizing a product that you have not tried yourself?
Oh, easy. Because I know my products.
Because she uses them.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to start using them.
You want to know a product that I never use? And I romance it just fine. What was the one?
Satin lips.
Satin lips.
And eye makeup mover.
Oh. And eye makeup remover, yeah. Because I just get lazy and use the cleanser.
Crazy. And she sells a ton of them.
Yes.
So,
Because if you know your products, number one, number two, love your products.
but you use all of the other stuff. I mean, you use
Well, sure,
all the
but
other
there's things I don't use. I don't use the tone correcting serum, although after talking with Stephanie, that's soon to come off the shelf. I just haven't gotten around to it. But seriously, when you know, you can talk about it with such passion because you believe in this company and you believe in the products. I'm gonna go. She went, yes.
The reason why I was asking that is because I've gotten the starter kit, I've gotten other products in addition to, but there are certain things that I couldn't afford because that was from my money. I've sold some things, but I'm wanting Mary Kay to pay for itself, so to speak. So I'm in this so I can make money, and I haven't made much of it. So there's not much I can try for myself yet. So that's why I was asking, how can you romanticize something that you haven't?
I'm going to romanticize you instead. Okay? To change your thinking.
Amen, girl.
You are, not you, but all of you, you have got to use this product. And you want to embrace, this is where I get in trouble for using need and have to, and I shouldn't, but I will with you guys. You need and you have to. And that is to believe and know you are your best customer. And if you are your best customer, then you better take care of it. You better take care of you. My best customer deserves, now I'm going to say my real best customer, not me. My best customer deserves to know about all that we have. She's my best customer. She deserved that. I texted her last night and I said, Leona, I forgot to ask you, are you using the facial peel? I said, I'm not in front of my desk, but I think you bought it, right? Yep. I just don't use it very much. I said, you need to use it. And I just gave her a very brief thing of why. And she goes, that and the charcoal mask. I said, you need to use it. If you said, I said, you're not going to use it once a week, use it twice a month. But once a week would be better.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, the charcoal mask you need to do for this reason, and the peel you need to do for this reason. So seriously, girl. And that was kind of what I wrote her. She goes, thank you so much for believing me. That's what she said. And thank you so much for reminding me. She goes, if I did this every Sunday, would that be good? I said, yes. I said, better would be this is what I said to her. Because she's thinking Sunday 1 week for charcoal, Sunday the next week for a peel, right? That's what I said. At least do that, right? I said, yes, that would be good. Even better is to make yourself a WW girl. And I said, that is Wednesdays and weekends. If it's Wednesday, you do one. If it's the weekend, you do the other. That would be even better. And you could really do me a favor and do it this week only and tell me how your skin feels. That's what she said. But anyway, so she deserves, the reason I wrote her is because I'm like, okay, she deserves to know what peel is going to do for her. And that's why I was writing her, to make sure I told her. And your best customers deserve that. I totally believe that, you guys. It's not just for the ka-ching. They deserve that. Because if they are excited enough to be your best customer using what they're using, then they deserve to know what else is out there and say yes or no to it. Now, you are your best customer. You deserve it too. And you deserve it too because it's going to make a difference in your business. Yep. You are selling what you are using. So when we hold back from taking it off our shelf, we just pushed out the sales. Mm-hmm. We just pushed them away. I don't need that sale yet. Hello? Yes, you do. Because when you are embracing everything that you can embrace and everything that you can love and everything that you can have benefit from, then you will also embrace the passion to know how to communicate to your customers what they will love, even though you're not using it. Because you love the product and you believe in the product. Okay? And that's why I was telling the girls today, when I have, and I try to teach this to the unit, when you have a customer that says, I can't use timelines 3D, breaks me out. A lot of times when we're young in the business, we're like, just lost a customer because she can't use timelines 3D. And they don't go to Clearproof because Clearproof clearly is not for them, right? You don't go to Botanicals because really that's not for them either, okay? What does that leave you? Timelines repair, okay? And, you know, you could go to that, but maybe that's not going to be in their budget. So it's easy to feel stuck and I have nowhere to go. And so when you love your products, understand your products, even when you don't understand your products, you know enough to know this is true. And that is that I can find an option. Because is it really 3D they can't use? It's probably one step of the 3D they can't use. So you start working with them, you build a trust with them to talk to them and you say these words, tell me more. Let's figure out what product. I just would hate to see you miss out on the incredible anti-aging brightening superpowers of this product. Oh my gosh. Let's pinpoint what the problem is. And you might find out it's eye cream. That's it. Oh, I'm so glad we did this because guess what? We can give you another eye cream option. Or maybe it is a cleanser. I can give you another cleanser option. I could even give her a Time-Wise Repair cleanser option. I could even give her, using Time-Wise 3D, a botanicals cleanser option. I wouldn't feel so bad about that because she's getting anti-aging and everything else. Where do you think I get that knowledge or that way? How do you think I know that direction to go?
Your relationship you build. And you know your products.
Yeah, I know my products. I believe in my products. I'm passionate about my products. I've worked with my products.
Mhm.
I've tried them all. Even when I can't use them, I tried them. I think I shared this last week or with somebody. When Journey was in, that was my #1 selling fragrance. It was my least favorite fragrance.
I love it.
But I knew who liked it. I knew what genre liked it. And I knew where to put it out front for. Okay? How many of you like Gingy, who's been in a long time? Anybody been in a long time?
Love Gingy.
What's the
I like
It was an old fragrance. But I knew who to put Gingy in front of that would love Gingy. Yes.
I just sold a perfume because I was wearing it yesterday. And that right there, if you're
Yes.
wearing it and somebody compliments you,
Yeah.
you're able to speak about your business when they ask
Yes.
you. And it, you know,
Yes.
that's why I saw lipsticks. Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's-
right.
It's
So
wearing
what is
together
your
well.
name? What is your name again?
Diana.
Diana? Is it Diana or Diana?
Dan.
Diana. So I want you to know, please, I know this is like really strong, but it is my passion. It is my passion that I'm pouring into you to say, do a different thinking here. Take a different route on that. You are here to make money. But by you using it and taking it off your shelf now, right now, you will make money. It will improve your bottom line. It'll make the difference. And if nothing else, my life before Mary Kay was accounting as a CPA. I wasn't a CPA, I was accountant. My husband was a CPA. But I worked in a CPA firm. I did from the bookkeeping up to the consulting. I did consulting with clients. That was the experience I got. I did analysis of their business with them, with my husband that I learned from him. He would tell you the same thing, that you need to use it. So I am telling you this even from a little bit of that background to say, there are places to make money that seems odd that to make that money, I got to spend a little money, but you do. So it's kind of spending it because you're taking it off your shelf. You're feeling like a little too soon because you don't have the profits yet. Don't wait for the profits. It's kind of like waiting for the lights to be green. Do it now.
So what I'm saying is I can't afford to get it at all. I don't have the money for it. So how can I romanticize it? Because I do want my customers to buy
Still
it.
the same way that I've just been talking about. You can still romanticize it. What you are you using any products?
What came in my kit.
Okay. Fall in love with it.
Mhm.
Read about it.
Yeah.
Understand it. When you come here, whatever products are out here that you haven't tried, at the end of the night, borrow it. Can I go in there and try a charcoal mask? Or the adult soothing eye gel, whatever. Find your ways. Go to somebody's party and experience
You
it.
should have some in your order though. Most of the stuff you should have in
Well, I'm
order.
talking about ways that you can experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find at least
Yeah.
research.
And your
Yeah.
tracker gives you prizes, and I've got, if I really want to try this, what do I have to do?
Say in her order.
She will buy.
Yeah.
She will.
And to be honest with you, the first products I would get would be yours. If I have somebody come into the company and they cannot get inventory, the first things we're putting on the order is for their product. That's what's most important.
And the things you use for yourself, you could also use as demos.
Yes.
A lot of my girls starting out like a charcoal mask, use it for yourself and then use it as demos.
I do that with my
Because you're going to
brushes.
sell
I bring
so
these back
much
here.
more if you're using it and then you're demoing it. It could be the same one. You know, Bill.
Okay, question.
Can I just say as well to anybody who hasn't done it, and especially for you, Diana, since you don't actually have it, you're working to get it, do your skincare confident and your color confident.
Oh, yeah.
I just completed those, and one, now I can say I'm an advanced product consultant with Mary Kay, which is really cool. I just like being able to say that.
And it goes on your website too.
Yes.
Those of you that have
Secondly, it goes on
websites.
your website if you don't have one. And you learn all about all the products you're trying to sell, especially the skincare. It's like I learned, my mom wanted microdermabrasion. She didn't change her mind. But I was doing the class when she was watching my daughter, and I said, Mom, come watch this video. I want you to know about this product. And it was the facial peel thing. And she was so like, no, I love microdermabrasion. I like the way it feels. And I was like, all right, cool. But it's like, you learn so much. There's videos. It gives you all the information on all the ingredients, like everything Shari talked about, facial. It's like, I'm going to go through and do what you talked about so I can add it as I talk. But it's like, it has so much information. So at least then you have the information to tell them, and feel confident in what you're saying because you're telling them about the product.
And you called it skincare confident and what's the other one?
Color
Confident.
confident.
It's under the education tab on
Yeah.
its head.
And all of these things build your confidence, build your passion. And honestly, Diana, you did one thing today, showing up here for the VIP training. All these things will add to and enhance your confidence, your belief, your passion for this business. The more you see and the more you experience will just add to it, right? Okay, does somebody have a question? Yes.
So
And
when
then we're
you're
gonna do a role play.
doing your class, you're demoing the time-wise without sunscreen. So when you are making the sale and everything, are you selling it?
Oh, good question. With SPF,
Yeah, without the.
since you're demoing non-SPF.
Oh, yes, I'm demoing
do you
non-SPF. And
sell
that's,
them SPF?
yeah, I'm gonna ask them that in their one-on-one. how
Ooh,
they
that's a
feel
good
about it.
point.
Now, so then if you have someone, you're asking that question, do you have any sensitivity to sunscreen? What if they don't know? You say, when
I don't even ask them if they have sensitivity to it. If they do, they
So
know
what would you
exactly
say?
what we're talking about. I just ask them in the one-on-one. We work with the non-SPF today. I want to know, do you want your set with or without, or would you like to have one of each to have on hand? And then if
Ooh,
they
that's
start
good.
talking and asking me questions, well, like why or what or whatever, I might say to them, you know what? Some people feel like with SPF it's a little heavier. Some people are okay with it, but then they have found that they like having them both available. So it's whatever you think you're comfortable with. And remember, our products are guaranteed. So if you try it and it doesn't work, we can switch it. But usually they try it and they just want both. Abundant thinking, you present abundance as well.
You guys all wrote that down, right? That's huge.
Why not?
Or why not one of each? Like y'all
I
hear
wrote
what she
down
suggested.
abundantly.
Yeah, abundantly.
Yes.
But I
what's
think
that?
that's huge. You think so much bigger.
Well, I talked about that today at lunch. That is something, and I got areas in my life where I don't, but it's something I'm big on and huge on, that I try to pour that into my people and point out areas where I want them to be bigger and abundant thinkers. And it expands into so many areas you can't even believe. It's like prizes. So one of the prizes I do is that we've done over the years is we've done high tea at the Brown Palace. Okay. Now I know that you can do tea other places that do tea, but the Brown Palace just sounds like
Royalty.
the place to go do brown tea. Brown tea. High tea.
It's brown.
But anyway, it's things like that. I like to do the fun, casual things. I mean, one time we went and did laser tag stuff.
Really?
The stars, yeah. Yeah. I did.
I was gonna say I couldn't see you, but
But you know, but a lot of times I pick these things that they will not, they usually don't do for themselves.
Right.
I have this consultant who's very, very sick now, so she's not in the company, in the business, but she had a rough life. She just didn't have anything in her life, and the way she was treated and things that happened to her. And I knew that every time she did something, she sometimes did things just to get the prize. She didn't really, like, she would buy her star. And I would try to get her not to. But that's what was important to her. But I can tell you, because of the kind of life she's had and the kind of life she has today, whenever I talk to her, because I stay connected with her, she loves memories of Mary Kay. It almost brings me to tears when she talks about it. The Brown Palace experiences, the hotel when we go to Dallas, the wearing a gown for seminar night, even though she didn't need to wear a gown. Sometimes she would win getting to go shoe shopping, and I always took them to Nordstrom. Things like that, because they never experience otherwise. They won't do it for themselves. And that was one of those things I did to create abundant thinking. And it probably comes from the fact that I grew up with a mom who said, if somebody said something about shopping, she goes, I won't go shopping because I can't afford it anyway. That was her thinking all the time. I wasn't going to think that way. She had one pair of shoes. No, I had 150 pair of shoes. Thank you very much. Did I need 150? No.
Yes,
So I went the other direction, but I wanted to think abundantly. I didn't want to think poor. Poor is a state of mind.
True.
Broke is a temporary catastrophe. So when I don't have the money, I might be broke. That's temporary situation, right? But I will never be poor, because that's a state of mind. That's how my parents lived. That's how my mom lived. She just, I'm never going to go look because I'll never have. That's not the way I'm going to think. So I may not have what my ultimate is, but I'm going to have fun thinking about it and working towards it and believing in it, because I'll probably have much more than if I didn't. Okay? Okay, one more question. Anybody have one? Because I thought I saw a hand up. I didn't want to miss it. Okay. So tell me your name again.
Debbie.
Debbie. You're ready to close for us?
Sure.
Okay. Now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
You can do
with
it.
a few of you, but I'm gonna let you know. Okay. You want to be ready for complete, honest critique.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to be completely honest with her. My national, rest in peace, but Marilyn Welly said that we are not better unless we make each other better. So we have to be able to do that here. Okay?
I
Okay?
have one quick question.
Yes.
You referred to Debbie Moore and Kathy.
Helou. 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 She's an emeritus. Yeah. And
If you don't know what that
I
is, it
always
means
use,
she retired.
yeah, so you'll find her in the emeritus section. But I always believe if you hear a name and you don't know anything about that national, go look her up. Know about your legacy and this heritage of this company. Okay? They set the pace for all of us. So, I just guess or
I'll go find out.
okay. Okay. All right, so Debbie, we're gonna have you.
And where am I going to start?
Like I did. You're going to start with pending on the close sheet. This is my favorite part.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah. So I was trying to get them out here. Okay.
I can pull it up.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah. I'll let you set it up how you want to. How's that?
okay. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, did y'all have fun?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my favorite part. Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I've handed you all one of these that my report card is on the back. So I'm going to have you fill that out so you can tell me how I did. Okay? And, but what we want to do is start right here with the different packages that you can purchase. I forgot something. First, I want everybody to close your eyes. Okay. And I want you to put your hand on your face, on your cheeks. How does your skin feel?
Both hands.
Both hands. Close your eyes. No peeking, that's cheating. How's your skin feel? Right? Wouldn't you love to wake up every day with your skin feeling like this?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. All right, so we have some collections that we put together for you that will take care of everything. We've got everything that we've tried today. So what we're going to do is talk about first the Queen of Everything. Now, the Queen of Everything has our premier skincare set in here that will give you healthier, softer, more beautiful skin. Woo!
Good.
All right. And so that's going to have the cleanser. It's going to have the day and night cream, and it's going to have the eye cream. Okay. Some of our luxurious pieces that we have here. Now, also, it's going to have your Indulge Eye Gel that's got the witch hazel and the cucumber extract in it. It's going to have your eye makeup remover. Now remember, the #1 selling brand in the United States. It's going to have that, okay? It's also going to have the satin lips, okay? It's going to have that amazing charcoal mask. You guys loved that charcoal mask. And it's going to have satin gel, okay? All right, and you can have whichever one of those you want. It's also going to have the color. There's going to be a complete filled compact. There's going to be, oh, your foundation. Where's the foundation? Here's the foundation primer. We're going to have that. And then we're also going to have the foundation. We're going to put on that foundation. and the luxurious foundation brush that's going to give you, it's going to make it look like you had your makeup done by a professional because you're becoming a professional. All right. And then all of the color, and we can go into the color. It's going to have everything you need to have a beautiful look that you want. Okay. Now, with that, that is a $526 value for only $399. But also, you are going to be getting the satin hands, the complete satin hand set. You're going to be getting our brush collection, and you're going to be getting our travel roll-up bag.
Ooh,
very good. And this has, you can roll it up and put it under the sink, or you can hang it up because that has a swivel on it, and it does have the Janet Jackson feature.
Janet Jackson. That's awesome.
Okay, so all of your bonus gifts.
That's awesome. I think we're all going to steal that.
That's why I did it. And so that is going to be a $126 value for free. How many of you like free?
Yes.
I always say if it's free, it's for me. Okay. So then the next set that we have is our Princess of Quite a Lot. Now, we're queens and we're princesses, okay? So the Princess of Quite a Lot has everything that we have here except for the color. So there's not any color in the Princess of Quite a Lot, but you have everything you need for, I always forget the order of it, younger, healthier, more beautiful skin. Okay, so it's going to have our premier collection here of the skincare with the cleanser, the day and night creams, and the eye cream. And it also has the foundation brush, this beautiful foundation brush. It has the eye makeup remover. It has the charcoal mask. It has the satin lips. It has the beautiful satin gel. Yes. It has the Indulge Eye Gel. I think I mentioned everything. Plus your bonus gifts. You're going to get the satin hands, the full-size complete satin hands for free, and our beautiful travel roll-up bag. Yes. Okay, so that's a $71 value for free. So the total collection is $358 and it can be only $287. So the total value of it is $358. Okay, so you're saving $71. Now, the other collection that we have is the Goddess on the Go, right? So the Goddess on the Go has everything that we just talked about, but it does not have, thank you, it does not have your amazing charcoal mask, and it doesn't have the satin jar, okay? But it does have everything else. Now with that, you will, that collection is $266. You're going to get it for only $231, but your free gift is the travel roll-up bag. Ooh. And remember, in the travel roll-up bag, it has room for your skincare, your color, your supplements, and your body care. Okay? All right. So we also have two other sets. There's nothing free in those, but it's the Miracle Set 3D Plus. It's got the 3D set for younger, healthier, more beautiful skin. And it's got the foundation primer, the foundation, and the foundation brush. and that is $178. There's nothing free in that, but you're welcome to take that home if you would like. We also have the basic Miracle Set 3D that's got the cleanser, the hydrators, and the night, so the day and night cream, the foundation, and the foundation brush. Okay, and that is $124. All right, and so, Lord have mercy, I'm forgetting something. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to take you one at a time. We're going to have, I'm going to be able to answer all your questions individually. So who needs to go first? Okay.
Good
job.
Okay.
Oh,
And I am going to start with, because she's been through this with us before, and that's Abby. And then I'm going to have others that you give. So Abby, what would you like to give her for feedback?
I loved the way you romanced the products. I loved for each, you took different ones each time and you changed your voice, posture, and it drew us right in. So that was fabulous.
good.
I would love to see each one of the, you can cover or touch each one of the products as I'm tracking on the sheet. I think that would really help.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anything else? Okay.
So explain what you mean.
Right, so something that we tried in our unit was to line up the products in the order that's on the sheet.
So from your,
Perspective.
okay, all right.
So that way I can be looking at the sheet, but suddenly I don't have to do any work.
And I
You're
forgot
showing
that.
me. And you're drawing me in, so I don't want to look back down.
Okay.
So I can follow along, and then
That's
you can
good.
push over the ones.
Oh, that's good.
And I totally forgot that. So thank you for
Yeah.
bringing that up.
Okay, good.
Did you guys all get that? You guys all understand that? Push them away when they
So
don't go.
when
That's good.
you line them up like.
Can you show us real quick and we can show them
Like
on
this?
the,
The way they are on the floor sheet, right?
can you show us?
So we see them, we're just like,
Exactly how the picture is.
cleanser,
Right. Plus, then we don't have to look at the sheet either.
Right.
It's all right in front of us as well.
Foundation brush.
yeah.
So can I tell her
So this way, you're talking this way.
Yeah.
Line it up this way so that it's all,
The way the picture set, everything that goes off of your set is automatically on the right hand side.
Mhm.
Then we should just push down.
or below. Push it away. Push it away. I like
Push
that.
it away or take it away.
Yeah.
So I like how
Take it
you
away.
made
Yeah.
sure that you made eye contact with all of us to keep us engaged when you were
Oh,
telling us that you made sure that you were engaging with each one of us.
awesome.
And then she shows the set in hands or something, right? I think. When she's,
Then you can pick it
Showing
up
the
and
free
romance.
Yeah.
so do you guys all understand? Put it this way and then she would take them off.
Okay.
That's a great
And-
suggestion.
It doesn't come with the satin in the jar or with the, I just put it over that way, right? Okay.
Mhm.
Christina.
Not
One
come
of
over.
the other things that really was that you tell them, the full, you say the dollar.
The dollars. Okay.
You know, like, it's $526. But then when you say the amount that it's not, you no longer put the dollars,
Mhm.
and then it's less, it's psychological.
Right. Right. Thank you
Oh,
for
when
that.
you say the amount,
Yes,
the
So-
cost.
yes.
So
Yeah.
if, so the,
Would you actually put dollars off of all of them?
Yeah,
I
she
did.
did.
Yeah.
that's what I
Oh,
usually
no.
do.
Yeah, but you know what? I think you put dollars on the,
Oh, it's on the free stuff. That's what you want to do.
And that's what you
Okay.
wanted, so you did that
Good.
right.
Okay.
It was just add the dollars to the full
To
price.
the full price.
Yeah.
So,
500.
so for the Queen of Everything, it's $526, and you'll be saving. It's for only $399. You'll be saving $125.
Mhm.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or you're free.
Your free is
Yeah, I don't think
$125.
I wouldn't say the word saving. That doesn't matter
You're
what
free.
you pay. And what you receive for free is,
Okay.
your free gift card.
I swear, it's even if
Yeah.
I'm buying something else, if I hear
Yeah.
dollars, that makes the amount more. Like,
Yeah.
You say dollar, and then when you
Yeah.
say the sell price of $1,
does.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's
what
why you
get
say
for free
$3.99.
is, Sharon, what you get for free is, or you're saying?
Your
You're saying what you get for free is X amount of dollars.
Yes,
Okay,
and you say dollars.
right,
And the
okay.
full price, you say dollars.
But you don't say dollars for the, what it actually.
For what it actually
For the
is.
discounted price.
Okay.
And in fact, since you're talking about that, you said a couple times on one of them, I heard you say a couple times, the total value is $358. Or you said that way. You said that a couple times. I know you were giving the emphasis. I get that, and you were giving the emphasis on something positive. I wouldn't. Keep your emphasis on what's for free.
Okay.
And move along so they're hearing the full price, $358 for only, boom. That's $176. Okay?
Okay.
Free is kind of what you want to hear more.
Okay.
And so to repeat that's a $358 value, it's almost like it's distracting and taking them away from, and they're hearing a number that they don't need to hear yet. And they could get mixed up like with that was costing or what. So it's like, you said it once, keep it out of the picture. Does that make sense? So don't say, what you're trying to do is put the value, you were really putting some emphasis on value. I mean, you're $350 value. And it makes sense what you were doing. It does. But I would,
Okay.
I would just keep your emphasis on $176 free.
Okay.
Just say it once. If you're gonna say anything twice, say the free twice, but I wouldn't say anything else twice. It is also just keep moving. So it's smooth, and you're not drawing attention to any one thing or another, unless it's for free.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
And if I want to confuse you here, it's the same reason why I don't do microdermabrasion at my first place. Because everybody loves a microdermabrasion. Why? Because it gives you instant gratification, guys. And so when the woman doesn't want to spend $110, but she knows she needs to do some skincare, she falls into microdermabrasion.
Mm-hmm.
Microdermabrasion is not a good customer
Mm-hmm.
when they're buying microdermabrasion. I'm sorry, guys. We have to take that emphasis off microdermabrasion. I've even talked with the company about this, and it makes them nuts. They put so much emphasis on it. Emphasis is skincare. That is long-term results. Microdermabrasion is not. I mean, it is, but not the same as a supplement.
Right.
And you don't have a good customer when they're just buying microdermabrasion.
Mhm.
So when we talk about it so much, we kind of take away from that. That's what kind of creates this hubbub about, oh, I think that's microdermabrasion. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you're going to talk about anything in those three numbers, more than one, it's going to be free.
Okay. Got
Free
it.
is what gets women excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So I think mine is more of a question. So as you're starting with your queen of everything, and maybe it was just getting into the flow, not having the whole presentation before, it was almost like your second one was more sensationalized than the first one.
I think it was already pulled out the second time.
Yeah.
Right,
I think
yeah.
That's kind of what
I
I'm
just
thinking.
started
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah.
Because otherwise she was like, damn.
So are we like really sensationalizing a little bit less, or since sensationalizing the first three, maybe pretty equally, and then kind of.
I do the queen of everything when I do it, and I sell a queen of everything at every party I do. No matter the demographic, I sell one at every party because that's what Shari taught me. But I really pump that up, and I'm really excited about that because everyone deserves that package. And then I kind of take it down a notch, and here's, this package. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with this stuff, but it's still great. It's still great.
Yeah.
But they want,
Mhm.
they want all that free stuff, and because I told them they deserved it, and so they want it.
And
Right,
if they
because
don't,
you're
if
the only one
they
that's
can't,
telling them they deserve
Because
something.
I'm the expert. I'm the expert. I know.
and if they can't figure out a way to get it, where are they gonna land?
The next
Quite a lot. Or not gonna go, and you're happy with either. And honestly, be happy if they go home with a miracle.
Yeah.
That's okay too.
You gonna show us how you package now or later in the evening?
Later.
Okay, I didn't want you to forget, because we want to see.
Thank you. Anybody else have, what we're doing here is, you wanna let her know, give her the feedback, it was great. But also, if there's anything that you feel that she could do to sharpen it, tighten it up, make it better, that's what you want to do. Yes, go ahead.
The last two packages, do you just say, and then I have two other packages that, are on here too as an option? Or do you actually go over the price value and what's in those two? Or do you just kind of like,
I vary.
Okay.
But I mostly am very minimal on talking about them.
Yeah.
Because it's what the person is back that
Right.
is you're really sensationalizing your
Right.
first three. Little less, but still sensationalizing on two.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Wayne in the corner has got her hand on.
So first of all, I want to say I'm already encouraged for you to get
Right,
that.
right.
Yes, way to go, Shari. I agree. She didn't have a choice, really, but.
As you're going through your clothes, you're selling me something. So to say every time you go through for our queen of everything, and then you get your essential skincare, your wash, your moisturizer, your foundation, and go through everything. And then on the second one, go through everything again and say, oh, but it doesn't, but not and then take that away because it seemed like you presented what it doesn't come with
I
first.
did, yes,
and
I
you can go
realized that,
through-
yeah.
But I think the repetition of every time you present the package, say you get your 5 essential cleaners, your 4-in-1, your moisturizer, because then by the end, it's like, I definitely need the 4-in-1.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to
Need the basics.
go over each individual thing, each package, and then maybe at the end say, oh, but it doesn't have the wonderful silk satin.
And I think putting it in that order is what's gonna.
Yeah, that'll help putting it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Just
that's
kind of
true.
drop what you don't have off at the end instead of
Mhm.
emphasizing it at the beginning. It's missing this because you're trying to get me to give everything instead of what I'm missing.
Got it,
So
thank
take it
you.
away from me at the end. But
Yeah, I realized when I said that, that I started off with that. Well, it's too late now.
But
Already come out, yeah.
You know what? So I'm gonna give you mine.
Okay.
First of all, you work great to get up here. Second of all, as much as we try to make the setting the same, it's not the same. And I'm sure we add to it being nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I personally think you did a fabulous job.
I think you did too.
I don't know how all of you did this for yourself, but I thought you did a really great job. I love that you did incorporate and try to incorporate, and I knew you were, a lot of specifics that I've been teaching you, but yet you found the places to make it your own, like the Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Which we all are gonna remember.
And I love the way how you added the premiere. skincare line.
Yes, I
think
love
that's a
that.
nice touch. I love it. I haven't used it. Sometimes what's hard for me is I'll hear you guys say things I love, but because I've been doing this long, when I try to incorporate it, it's like. But I liked it because I'm like, okay, I kind of want to do that. So I thought you did a good job. And I think there's a lot of areas, sure, that I could see where you need, there's room to smooth it out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that, but on the other hand, I know you just got kind of tossed up.
Yeah. You did a really good job
And
for
it
the
wasn't
first one.
smooth for me the first time. It'll get smoother and smoother the next time.
I
And you
do-
know, and I'll bet you know, you're already saying it, you know the areas that you want to polish up. So,
And-
it's all good.
And honestly, the reason, I've used a closing sheet before, not this one, but I haven't held enough parties. And that's why I'm so excited about this, because literally, I feel like us getting all this training, I feel more competent in just a week. And more confident in just a week. Yeah.
And we're just getting started.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Get up to 3 more weeks.
Can we use the CC cream instead of the foundation in here, whether it's mineral or liquid?
Yeah,
Can we substitute the CC cream?
yeah.
on
Yeah.
that? Okay.
So one thing that I really liked is that you acknowledge your mistakes during your presentation. Remember, I think you're like on Goddess of the Go, you're like, oh, what, I lost my place. Like, I personally like when people do that, so that way we don't have, yeah, it's not scripted, we don't seem as salesy, we just seem like, oh, she's human, she's messing up, that's okay, like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like, I personally like that, not everybody does, people like, script. I
No.
personally like when you acknowledge your mistakes. When you do that.
Well, and how last week Shari was saying, see, anybody can do this job. I
Yeah.
loved how she interjected that, but yeah,
when the thing's out and you were just like, and the chocolate mouse.
Yeah. And that on the floor. Yeah. I think you did awesome, Debbie. Good, good,
So
good.
we're gonna wrap this up, but I wanna know up front, like now, 2 people that are gonna come up and do what she just did when we're doing our meeting. Who's gonna do it? Okay.
Dina! Woo!
It's only because I'm really scared.
Right. But you know you'll learn. Yeah. Then you can do it.
Who else is gonna do it?
Ganesha.
Now, if we have time for a third, we just went through all the training, and you're all gonna be a part of insisting to your sister campaign that they go back and watch this. Because they need to have what we just gave, okay? So if we have time for a third, who's gonna be the third? You.
Come on, Katie.
Sherry!
Yeah.
Woo!
Okay, so I got Dina, Tanisha, and Shari.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
DIQs and new directors.
What,
So
let's
perfect.
have 3 or 4 of you tell me what your biggest takeaway or helpful thing was for VIP training.
Oh, I want to go first. It was really nice to see Debbie do it and not you.
Okay.
Okay. No, I didn't think
I get it.
No, way wrong.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, all those admins out there.
Right, I know. She's like, why am I here?
Because I guess you're on this great big pedestal for me.
And you're not.
Because I with this closing. I feel like
You know what? You should just put like.
I can't.
Suffice to say, you were a rock star. Okay, yeah.
I would just say you made it attainable for me. Because I'm like, so I've only like done an amazing party because everybody came in knowing that they wanted what they wanted already. They just needed the Mary Kay lady, and I just happened to be there. You know, and everything you were just very like almost flippant about like it's easy. You want this? Go home with this. You've got $400,000 to spend on this. And for me, it just made me feel like, okay,
We do good.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, yes.
The abundant thinking. I have a tendency to kind of, what I get is good enough, not that I can get more. So that was kind of
That's, I hope all of you got to take that home, you guys. That, if you change your thinking to be abundant, that really is where it all is at.
I like that you made me start thinking long term in the sense of I like the ka-ching too, and I can be happy if I sell $300, but if it's in color, to learn that if I should be more happy if I sell just one miracle set,
Yeah.
and to think long term instead of just thinking of that instant cash, just thinking of what's gonna help me
Yeah.
better long term.
And if you have a party of 4 people and they all buy color and you get $500 in sales, you don't have to go home with a long face.
Yeah.
Happy about that. Your face can smile more when you have a booking in there. Okay, even if there's no skincare. Because sometimes the way you get the booking is they want the skincare, but they're getting excited about color. Okay, and I didn't do a good job of getting them convinced to go home with skincare first, because I've done that. But they wanted color, but they tell me they love the skincare. And I will say, is there any reason why we're not getting started with skincare today?
Did y'all get that? Write that down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you say that again? That was
Is
powerful.
there any reason why we're not getting started with skincare today?
Ask that to your color people.
I'll
Yeah.
say, tell me more. And a lot of times I can get them transition and go, okay, you're right, I should do skincare. And let's earn the color for free. But sometimes I'm having them
Like
book
that?
a party to get the skincare. Okay?
Good.
But thank you for sharing that. So,
Becky is.
that's good. And then you can have it. Yeah.
My takeaway was, I think it's through everything you do, you're constantly planting those seeds that they want, to purchase that they want, to experience this that they want, to love this product as much as we do.
Yes.
And I just love that about your.
Thank you for noticing that. Because that is a lot of it. There's a method, you heard me say there's a method to my madness. There's a method to everything that we're doing here, everything I'm saying, virtually everything. Yes. Planting the seeds.
The other thing that I noticed that I really liked is we're breaking this up. Because like when you did the whole class, I'm like, oh my God, that was so, we're standing out there trying to write notes and all that kind of stuff, what we're trying to follow.
I applaud you for
And
all that.
now it was a big group, so it's a little bit more difficult. I like that we're breaking, okay, let's
Break it
focus
down.
on the close, with the close sheet, setting this up, because then I can,
That's overwhelming.
Yeah.
yeah, and I can get it,
Yeah.
maybe I can get really good at the close, and then I'll fumble through the demonstration, or maybe I get really good at the open, and then once I get this, I can get it, and then pretty soon I got it.
You know, my director trained this way at our weekly meetings. And then, and we've done this sort of thing, but Brenda, the director I meet with, who is Abby's director, she's the one that said, we need to do this and spend weeks on it if we have to. And everybody has had to come up front and do it twice.
Everybody
So,
at their meeting.
yes.
Wow.
And so even if I leave, I hope that maybe you guys continue this and help each other. Everybody should be up here 2 times, because then you take your critique and suggestions, and when you come up the next time, you put them to work, okay? But it has been, we have seen and heard the feedback of how good it's been. So that's what got this started, is I told Candace about this, and then from there, it became that I'm here. Because we've just been going through this.
And we can't do everybody in our meeting, obviously. You guys, thank you for being the 4 of you, just being the guinea pigs. But yeah, I'd encourage you to pair up with each other and critique each other, because really that's how you're going to get good at anything, is by doing it. So, I mean, we may say that tonight, pick a partner and, you know, go critique each other this week or something. I don't know, because that's how you're going to learn, is by doing it.
Do that for
I
your
love that.
conference during our downtime.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh.
and being new director very soon, I need to know how to.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
thank you for sharing that. I'm glad it was beneficial. So.
Yay! All right, guys, bye. We're going to be back in about 45 minutes to be back online. So, bye-bye.
Bye.